Hi, Phil Poplinski here with Practical Hapkido. In these videos I'm bringing out, I'm trying to make it so that they're important, but they're not style-specific bits of information. It's things that you can apply to whatever form of Hapkido or Chin Na or anything else that you're applying to it, okay? In this case, tonight, we've been kind of building up on this stuff. This time what I want to bring to you is something we call a crossbody motor reflex, which is part of BAR. Now, BAR stands for body alarm reaction, or I like to refer to it as body's anatomical response. So, and everybody reacts the same way to this given stimuli to varying degrees, okay? A for instance would be, is if I kicked him really hard in the stomach, generally speaking, hands will go to the wounded area, he'll tuck his chin down and sink. If I kick him in the nuts, his hand will go to the wounded area, he'll bend at the waist and his chin will come up. That's two primary examples. Now I say to varying degrees. Maybe your technique sucked. You moved only a tiny bit. Or it was really good and you went all the way down to the ground. And it could be anywhere in between that. Okay. Now, a crossbody motor reflex in regards to the BAR. And I even tell my students when they've got a brand new student coming in, they're doing joint locks on them, I go, what do I want you to pay attention to on this brand new student? And I go, BAR. Because he doesn't know what you're doing, and you're going to see the natural reaction, his natural body's reaction to whatever it is you're doing to them. And that's extremely educational, okay? A crossbody motor reflex refers to whatever I'm doing to him, either through striking or joint locking, to where I take the other side of his body completely out of the fight, which means he will turn, and generally a lot of times the chest will come out, arms will open up, and that other side is completely gone. In a perfect world, in a quarter of a second, if you can cause effect to your opponent and take away two of their weapons while you keep all of yours, that's a good thing, isn't it? Okay? So let's just look at one example here. A lot of people use arm drags or an arm pull, they call it. This is from a same side wrist grab. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that side out of the fight. See what occurred there? Just the act of me taking this here and pulling this across, the other side is out of the fight. We see, that's not Hapkido. Well, baloney. Look at this natural breakaway I did here, okay? This is Hapkido. It's a breakaway. You got this breakaway, don't you? It's my natural breakaway. Now what are we doing? We're adding something else to it, okay? So you get to plan your techniques accordingly because you know where they're going to be at any given time based on a body alarm reaction, right? Or a crossbody motor reflex. Let's look at a one-hand lapel, a left hand here. A lot of you will have something in like this. If I cross-trap this here, I'm going to take that side out of the fight. Oh, there it goes. Let's start going to town. You got all kinds of neat things to play. He's got hair too, which is bad for me because I always want to grab somebody by the hair, twist their head, and hit him or fist him. So that's a bad thing, or is it a good thing? Okay. You probably have something like this too here. Same thing. I get a turn here. Arm bar. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. He says good. So crossbody motor reflex. I'd like you to start paying attention to that. A lot of times it can be done through a variety of things. The shoulder. A lot of you have a shoulder grab where we come up and they're striking the forearm strike here. But if you do what we call opening the door, if I trap here, open the door, I take that other side out of the fight, now I'm striking above the elbow, now I've got something, come through here, give them something else to think about. Same will go with cross wrists. Same thing, it's no big deal, same difference. Crossbody motor reflex is taking place, right?
Yes, sir.
So, pay attention to that in your training and look for it, okay? Having an understanding of the anatomy and what happens to it when you start poking, prodding, rubbing, kicking, and hitting things is a wonderful thing, and it's a good time. Phil Poplinski, Practical Hapkido. Train smart, train hard.